Government increases producer price of cocoa from $3,100 per ton to $5,040 per ton. Now, people were saying, say, and this buying say, my enkoti bibia in dollars. MPP for the omabon. And obi de say kojo pon kroma. Me hu se oye de bebre ni pono ni hye ne to. Kojo pon kroma under MPP no per deputy finance minister. Ekufuado 1 we nya, Ekufuado 2 we nya, anything at the latter part of Ekufuado no ni bufu ye no. Because he was following Oforiatta around like a pet. He thought he was going to be made deputy finance minister. And my friend Kajen said, "I know form he cannot be deputy finance minister." So I was study Ekufuado 1. Kojo Pon Kruma, he was basically shadowing Ken Oforiatta. Baby I can be no di. Even when they were preparing budget, now the deputy finance minister, Kweku Kwatina Wenya throat cancer, Obwasi West MP, no, he was put on the sidelines. Kojo Pon Kruma dems were the ones preparing a budget. Yeah, I know what I'm telling you. At the point of time, they cannot allow him to come into the circle. It was the latter part of Ekufuado. Kojo Pon Kruma stepped back because he was disappointed. Later, I'm commanding Kwasia ministry B. That is how it ended. Now, the NPP followers who are not intelligent and smart, NPP followers, majority of them, they thrive on sentiment, tribalism, foolishness, and anxiety. Anxiety, a suspect. That's their problem. Now, the reason why, when the finance minister today spoke about cocoa pricing, almost say cocoa pricing now, there is the foreign aspect of it, and there is the local aspect of it. So you can't foreign pricing cocoa saoko amanonea send ye tono. It means amanone tono ye tono the dollar mu. Now uba if you send ye tono na ye tono the ye tono cedis. Now there's a difference between a bag of cocoa and a ton of cocoa. Majority of farmers from Ghana no they are able to produce bags of cocoa. And Ghana as a country no we sell tons of cocoa to the foreign market. When you are talking about tons of cocoa, you are talking about huge number of cocoa that you don't sell in Ghana, that you take to the foreign market, that at the end of the day, it's only dealt with in dollars. Now, when you are talking about bags of cocoa, then you can price the cocoa in the local currency. And NPP before Tiasia, Kojo Pon Kruma say, where Jimmy, you say, Adentina, NDC are buying and the almost price cocoa in dollar. No, the NDC are buying is trying to let you know the distinction between the cocoa that we are selling outside on the foreign market and the cocoa that we buy locally. Into the cocoa we buy locally, you know, and the 128 Ghana at to bag biaso. And a cocoa na ya turn abontino, ya turn world market no, ya turn cocoa world market so citizen. We quote it in dollars. Into our will say there's a distinction between the two. Anything at force they release this statement, you know. Amount here say when we are talking about the ton of Ghana, a bag, and if you for no a 128 Ghana cedis, a 30 Ghana no 1,200 area to so. Now a bad ye yajini in ale kwabrochi akotona because your ton bro nikasem no inti or bought $1. That is the distinction. Actually, wait, Jimmy. Into MP before I didn't, but there was something that the NDC government did in opposition. John Mahama can be in opposition. Okay, say oba abemua. Eye koko na ye ton amanoneno. 70% obe make sure say senior Ghana ye beton 70% amana reflect to ekufo edwumadim no sana Ghana for ebeden ye beton no. Now mumien ko tie John Mahama in opposition ye wi ane ato aso. This is John Mahama.
When it comes to cocoa production, Western North is a leader. Indeed, the people of this region are the backbone of Ghana's cocoa production. But I'm aware of the hardships our cocoa farmers face: low prices, inadequate extension services, and delays in the distribution of cocoa inputs. And so let me be clear today, we will ensure our commitment to pay our farmers 70% of the world market price of cocoa. The sweat, The sweat of our cocoa farmers deserves dignity when it comes.
Mutie John Mahama in opposition can say Ghana for say or say world market price no on bet you 70% of world market price. Inti say atofo se say world market price no a jump from a year 3,000. Omo moving free 3,100 to 5,040 or Chelsea world market in a dollar a tons. Untimi so cocoa America and for bottom yen sanko. We have tons of cocoa to be able to sell cocoa on the world market. You talk cocoa or world market in shillings. It is bought in dollars. It is a ukoti a world market price in dollars. And it's in our share statement now to force the buyer now. The local part of it a bottle na to free cocoa for no or stating in cities. Now, Mumianko tie a cocoa board boss randiabe or the inchirimuno ema yende area ni atwaso.
Therefore 70%. That is what the NDC promised in the manifesto. That is what President Mahama promised recently when he went out there. He met the farmers, he told them 70%. And the 70% we know is the highest in that bracket of 60 to 70.
Yeah.
So you will see, say, the farmer share has moved from $3,100 US to $5,040 US, almost $2,000 US. So the question is that prices are dropping below 8,000. Prices, cocoa prices are dropped below 8,000. But yet to me, FOB of 7,200. How come at time prices nowhere in their 9,000s no?
Now FOB near under
4,850.
4,850.
How?
But Randy Baba when to see no. So we share FOBCC 7,200. Mama farmer no share of 5,040. That's
is
US dollars.
Rounded to 40.
That's 5,040 US dollars.
Yes.
Good. And my farmer no 4,000.
Omo declare 4,850.
850.
And my farmer no $31
dollars.
Yes.
$31.
$3,100 US.
And then $3,100 US no.
Yes.
And in the area no munya CD of 3,100 Ghana cedis.
So $3,100.
Okay.
Times 16 cedis. That was the exchange rate.
Okay.
And on the amount of 49,600 for a ton.
Okay.
Now divided by 16, we'll give you price per bag.
Okay.
And about 3,100 cedis per bag.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Inti adena mumu diena sisi a farmer share of the FOB no was wrong.
Yes.
But multiply by US dollar rate of 10.25.
Yes.
Now the ubenya no watch him 16.
Yes.
Now the amount price per 64 kg.
Yes.
But why didn't we see a difference, big difference in the price per 64
You don't see a big difference because the exchange rate, the Ghana cedi,
are performing
here. So you are comparing 16 to 10.25. So almost 6 cedis is shaved off the dollar. Almost 6 cedis. So you are talking about like 40% plus in terms of the performance of the currency. So assuming the currency was 16 with 5,014, about 80,000. 80,640 cedis.
India no divided by 16 no.
Yes. Inti 5,040 no. Say Ghana cedi to dollar no. Still 16 cedis and about 80,640. Now divided by 16 and then you get a bag
price
which will be like 5,000 something. What did I mention? I say?
Until farmers are getting this rate because of the good performance of the cedi.
Yes, because it is always, you see, you sell the thing in US dollar. Cocoa near ton of dollar. Outside.
Yes.
Dollar near ton. You say oil, near ton of dollar. Timber, near ton of dollar. Until it is the dollar value multiplied by an exchange rate that will give you your cedi value.
Yes.
So you have the FOB as a factor in US dollars. Then you have your exchange rate as a factor.
Yes.
Into the US dollar FOB no the percentage and how they ma farmer no.
Yes.
Into this percentage is in dollars. No I'm multiplying by exchange rate, prevailing exchange rate. O multiply and a price per ton, price per bag in cedis because you pay the farmer in cedis. But you arrive at 49,600. No, it was arrived at on the basis of a dollar value.
Yes.
3-1. by exchange rate 16 to give you 31 and 49600. Say you know, because of the improved FOB value 7200. 85 farmer also 70%, not the 63.9. 70% of a higher value. So that is why in dollar terms, you see, the value is almost $2,000. But then you come and multiply it by your exchange rate, which will give you the CD value. So that's how it is. That's how it's done.
Obi.
It will share BBR. Let me just show you something.
That's fine.
Osha, something significant happened. From your fund, it's a second quarter now. When the CD dropped up to about 10.3,
okay.
You know.
Okay.
Nanka, I was say Yama farmer no. 10.3 times 3,100. 18 price per bag. Now was say about 1,970. And price per ton. I say about 37,000. But government insisted, said no. We can't do that. 80 near Dahu Emma farmer no 49,600 and 3,100 per bag for close to 5 months. So government was actually subsidizing a bag of cocoa by 1,114 cedis every bag. So farmer share no, by virtue of maintaining the 49,631 no, farmer share no moved from 63.9% to about 99.80%. So you virtually didn't have any space for any other thing. No margins, no fees, no farmer support, nothing. So farmer share, because 4,850 now, you needed about 4,800 to be able to give the farmer the 3-1 and the 49,600. So government of Ghana subsidized it until the 24-25 season ended. Yes. Because instead of 3-1.
Obi on Tiasio. We share answer on Tiasie. MPP ni bia ni obetima church ade we must be around the abe church no. As much the honest truth is me, I don't really like Randy Abe that much, but his job there, he's delivering. Enti MPP mo no bia ni nyanso obetima church mu say obi oto on theater MPP as a political party obi ni obetima yes sign church mu, but the substance of the whole thing is that John Mahama promise opposition say sa world price na ye ton cocoa no sa world price no and no the Bama farmers and all the amomo or how on saying a bona John Mahama share in opposition with this one.